Good afternoon, Tigers. My name is Bria Hewley, here to start you off on your Wednesday afternoon campus weather forecast. Here go these headlines for what will happen over the next 24 to 48 hours heading into this weekend. We will have somewhat of a slight warm up with those temperatures finally getting above freezing after the freezing weekend that we had with the associated snowstorm. But we are looking at a little bit of some colder temperatures, maybe some flurries that will try to come into the area by tomorrow afternoon. And for this weekend, another system will make its way through. Precipitation is not likely, but colder temperatures will return here in the Midwest. And we'll start to see those temperatures get back to around near zero with those negative degrees wind chills. But currently, right now, we're finally seeing those temperatures get near or above freezing. It is 32 degrees there in Columbia, also 32 there in Kansas City. We are warmer to our south at Springfield, looking at a temperature of 37 degrees. Satellite and radar shows that we are finally seeing some peaks of sun here in Columbia after seeing clouds for most of the day. It is clear off to our west and to our north here around Quincy. They might see a couple of snow flurries. None of that will make its way into the area. But for tomorrow, we have a short wave that will come through from our north that will bring in more clouds and somewhat colder temperatures. And for tomorrow afternoon, around lunchtime, those temperatures will be colder in those teens, 18 there in Columbia, and there go that chance of snow to our north that will make its way into our area around the afternoon, maybe into the early evening hours. It would tend to fall apart, but most places, some places here, isn't out of the question to see some snow. Around rush hour 17 there in Columbia, that snow is along I-70 from here to St. Louis to our east. But it'll make its way out around the nighttime hours. Temperatures for those lows in the single digits over here at exactly at zero there in St. Louis to our east. And those colder temps for that weekend will be because of a dip in the trough that will come from the colder air to our north in Canada. And we see that especially as we enter into tomorrow and into Friday. Those colder temperatures return into the area and it'll be freezing like it was for this past weekend with colder temperatures that will be near zero and maybe even those single digit highs that we have seen recently. That frostbite come back with those single digit temperatures, and we have moderate around this weekend before we get back just around the teens near Sunday afternoon. And for the 8 to 14 day outlook, we are staying near average. So while those temperatures have been colder than average, we start to get back around what we will usually see during this time of year here in mid Missouri. Currently, right now in Columbia, 32 degrees. We seeing those peaks of sunshine, wind coming out of the southwest at 8 miles per hour, which is helping those temperatures get just a tad bit warmer than where we were at this time yesterday. Tonight, we dip back down to the teens with that low of 12, some clouds in the area, and that wind does change direction, which is why we'll see those colder temperatures tomorrow with that chance of snow. And we'll stay cloudy with temperatures below freezing. Highest we'll get is probably in those mid 20s with a high of around 26 degrees. For the 7 day forecast, snow here and there. We clear out for the weekend, but we get colder with those lows being in the single digits before we find our way into next weekend, into next middle of next week, with temperatures reaching to the mid 30s and some clouds will enter in back into our area.